Oh yeah, we're looking with Franny and all that. Hello?
Yeah, it's me.
Jesus Christ, man.
Dude, I can't be having fucking phone calls with you on my phone right now. I got
well, you're head of the oversight board, right?
Yeah, but the fucking police commissioner could subpoena my shit and be like, "Oh, you're a terrorist."
Hey, don't worry about that. Siobhan and Dab are
I'm not
cooked.
worried about it. I just don't want to deal with it.
Siobhan
I know they're cooked.
And Dab are cooked. Did you see the video I posted?
Forget the video.
Hold on, there's more. There's more.
It's inadmissible in court, but listen to this.
No.
I already told Bones.
Listen,
I know I'm about to tell you more. 2 days ago already recorded a video with Ursula about the C4 shit and told Bones about it.
Now, why is Bones being so weird about this shit?
Probably because I told him some shit about it.
Well, the good news is that video I have as well, and the guy in the video is currently in Sandy Shores PD testifying to all of it, as well as he has IFACs from Siobhan.
Yeah, no, they've been. I've personally observed them moving police supplies out of PD to bring home to do, all the stuff you're mentioning now. So, yeah.
They should be fucked. The guy's name's DeMarco. He's in there right now.
Dominoes are falling
with Damien, and he's testifying that they would feed information to the cops about the cops to them, as well as supply them with IFACs, and that they're a member of this gang.
I gotta ask you something about my impeachment, though. Hang on, I got a fucking police officer behind me.
I didn't hear about Murphy earlier.
All right. What was I gonna ask? Okay, so one of the main points of my impeachment is that she started writing anti-terror legislation to give them emergency powers 3 days before the attack. And I was actually sitting there when you played her the violent videos, and she talked about that shit. But like, would you be willing to testify that you threatened her ahead of time because she didn't report it to the police and she didn't warn us about it? She just wrote a legislation to come back at you.
Yes, anything to take down Siobhan, yes, I'll get on the stand.
All right, because yeah, that's one of the main pillars. Is like she literally started, like, okay, like what's the percentage of likelihood that someone would start writing anti-terror legislation 3 days before a terrorist attack and they didn't know about it? Like they're done. They're beyond done.
Now, if this guy goes in there and say, hey, they were doing all this shit, don't the cops have the right to just go and arrest them?
Yeah, if they have charges, they can bring to them.
I mean, like they're.
But I imagine they're going to want to talk to me, because Bones hasn't officially interviewed me yet. But he's aware of
Bones,
like
and
I
he was
told
very
him.
just sketched out about it, which was honestly alarming because it's like, you see the video, the guy's willing to come testify, and you're worried about like if I'm dropping him off or if the guy's driving himself.
He wants to protect. Okay, he wants to protect his investigation. You're non-credible. Like the evidence wouldn't hold up in court because it's coerced, and you're a non-credible source as far as he's concerned. So I wouldn't take it too personally, man. You know what I mean? Like he just wants to protect it.
I'm worried though that this dude's head's up his ass.
I don't think so. I think he just doesn't want to use evidence that the credibility could easily be attacked. And he knows, like I just told you, that I already told him some things that he needs to follow up with me about.
Then,
so maybe he
it should be pretty obvious to him that it's credible if it lines up with your shit.
Yeah, but like he's got to get my fucking statements too about what I know. So I think he might like just favor doing that instead of relying on what you have to say,
Yeah, true.
And like I said, like the evidence is great for the public to see, but in terms of court of law, like you know how that goes. We had our own thing with that, with the, the video evidence that we cooked up that made things look a certain way. If it doesn't come from the right place, the courts don't fucking care.
That's why I'm gonna be honest, I didn't even threaten this guy. I legit didn't.
Speaking of not threatening people, Kay. Speaking of not threatening people, do you know a guy named Shang?
Yep, ADMC.
All right. So at the last council meeting when everything blew up and I said that they were fucking tyrants, the mayor was overheard on a one-party call with Shang about getting TJ Walker's heart in exchange for the business license for Shang's business. I need to know if he would be willing to testify, and I do not want you to threaten him. If you have a relationship with him and you can kind of talk about the mayor casually, bring it up, figure out where he's at.
Say it one more time so I got the story exactly right. I may be able to pull this off.
So at the last council meeting in front of everybody, the mayor he's dying of heart disease. So he was on the phone at the council meeting with Shang about getting TJ Walker's heart for a transplant because he's a match in exchange for giving him his business approval.
Okay, so Dab was holding Shang's business approval over his head in return for TJ Walker's heart.
He said, you know, you can talk to the next mayor about it because I'll be dead, you know, before I can approve your business. Like, and this is in front of everybody. But the council members are ineffectual and they're scared. So if Shang is willing to stand up and be like, yeah, this is my side of the call, like he said that shit and he was trying to hold that over my head and all that, like that would be good. But again, it does not help matters if he gets threatened or anything like that. So again, if you're cool with him, you know, maybe feel it out, get a diagnosis back to me. But
I think I can make that happen.
I just want to see if I should talk to him.
Okay, let me talk to him first.
All right. See what you can find out.
Okay.
But yeah, the dominoes are falling, and they're going to be increasingly desperate. And yeah, I mean the whole thing that I was telling Bones is because they're gonna try to set me up with a felony to get me off the case and to get me off the council.
Yeah.
That's the most, because so far me and Siobhan have a no killing thing because the kid, she's insane. She might try to kill me, but it's better for her if like I just catch a felony somehow and it neutralizes my efforts. So C4 is going to be the ones to come at me. So Sonya Summers and them, I got to be on the watch out for in all this. But yeah, they're going to have other worries now, seems like.
Okay, I'll get this done for you. Let me know if you need anything.
All right, just try to call me again and I'll find another payphone.
Okay.
All right, later.
This shit's been crazy. Hey, remember when everyone said, this is dog shit roleplay? Blah, 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 tanking. Suck my dick.